So are you planning to write a book in the future? Do you want to write a
I
book
am.
or
Yes. I have
when?
two concepts actually. Yeah, I'm so happy, so looking forward to that. So, my first book idea, somehow I decided to come up with uh, something less ambitious than an entire book, which is a journal.
Mm-hmm,
So I created a journal last December,
mm-hmm,
and I really like how it works, and it's really helping me. I
mm-hmm,
do. Um, it's very cool because every day I write the same an answer to the same six prompts, which
mm-hmm.
all of them involve, it help you raise awareness, it help you feel like you're accomplishing something. In fact, I already have a title, which is the guided journal. The
Mm-hmm.
subtitle is a guided journal that makes every day feel like a win.
Oh, I couldn't catch the last word.
The
It's a
guided
guided
journal
journal
that
and
that
mhm.
makes every day feel like a win.
Oh, wow. I believe that small wins save people. Yeah, because yeah, so you know what? These days, you know what? So when I just go to other YouTube channels, there are titles like, "Oh, this person earned $1 billion within a month," like that. There are so many titles like that. So that's why people just set really high expectations. Well, okay, to be honest, including me. But actually, when we focus on small wins, I believe that we can achieve more.
100%. That's
Yeah,
exactly how the
yeah,
game
yeah,
works.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, guided journal. So when are you gonna release it?
And honestly, I am not too sure. It shouldn't take me
Uh,
much longer. I would like
uh,
to finish the my draft by the end of the year. I already
mm,
have like four chapters as my introduction, and then
mhm,
right after that, I introduce tools. So you
mhm,
have the daily prompts for 90 days. That's how I planned it. And then you have a few other tools that complement the process well. I have a mid-month review form, which is three prompts for every time you reach like the middle of the month, like day 15. And then I have a monthly review, which is also really cool, that has seven prompts that help you review everything that you did the last 30
uh-huh,
days, and also set new expectations for the next month.
uh-huh,
What's really cool, actually, that a little bit of the origin of this journal is that it first started just as an accountability tool for
uh-huh,
reviewing my efforts monthly.
mhm,
But then when once I put everything together into a journal, I realized that the monthly form can be filled just by looking back at everything that you've been writing, because the questions are in complete alignment. For example, the first prompt that you do daily is one thing that I accomplished today, one thing that I did well today, actually. And then the monthly review, the first prompt in that form is, what are your top five accomplishments? So if you've been doing the process daily, it looks like that payoff. When I do
uh-huh.
that review, it almost feels like a compilation, actually.
Oh, okay. So it's quite structured. And so oh, okay. So one more question. So then are you thinking of making a community? I mean, like well, so in Korea, so there are many group chat rooms, and in those group chat rooms, people do something together. For example, they they share some tips for creating YouTube video clips, or yeah, there are some kind of there are some online communities like that. So are you thinking of making the online community like that?
Yes. Before I answer that, I just wanted to throw something more
Ooh.
out there.
Yeah, sure, sure,
I
sure.
am
Yeah.
also thinking about a second book, and that will be
Oh,
more about my story and my model of success.
uh-huh,
And I want to really nail the idea of conditionless in that
uh-huh,
book. No, I
uh-huh.
just wanted you to know that that's my second project lined up.
I get
It,
it.
so yeah, that will be my whole story, plus
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
what you can learn and use in your life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
uh, so about the community, I've been thinking about that idea quite a while. I
Mm,
think it is in the books for me to do. I just don't know exactly how or where to get started. I would like
mm,
to know the theme that I'm going to do. And the idea of group chats is actually appealing to me. I've tried other types of groups like Facebook or school, but I'm not too enthusiastic about the idea of posting there too, creating a new routine for publishing there as well. And community management is very demanding as well, checking
yeah.
on everybody. But
Uh-huh.
the group chat, it seems like a lot more direct, a lot,
Uh-huh.
lower effort, but at the same time more supportive. So,
Uh-huh.
uh, yeah, that's like, oh, that's due for me. It's something that I want to do. I just have to find the time to do it.
Let me know when you make it. Yeah, then I can just post it, and I tag you on the post introducing your community and your book.
It's
Also,
fun.
yeah. So if you launch your own podcast, then yeah, of course, yeah, then yeah. So we can collaborate on it. So
Amazing.
yeah, and then so also you chose the question many people struggle with their inner critic, the voice that tells us we're not enough. So, yeah, and it's about your clients. So, how do you help your clients quiet that voice? So, but usually
Yeah.
I just express it like a killing the inner critic, and then yeah, so I just use a metaphor like that, and then I say, oh, I killed the inner critic, but it came back. Yeah, so but yeah, so how do you quiet your inner critic, or how do you help your clients to quiet their inner critics?
And there are many ways to approach it.
Um,
The critic is like a louder version of your limiting beliefs. So if you do mindset work, which I do with my clients, that could help you overcome, your inner critic. For example, I have some exercises that help you identify a limiting belief. Then you go through a series of questions that you answer one by one. And at the end of it, you just, decide to let it go. So, and that's one thing I wanted to clarify about that is that many people heavily underestimate how mindset works because it's not just about knowing the right quote and just doing what the quote is telling you to do. So many ideas are very ingrained with us, right? They come
yeah.
from our family or from a history of failure or school. Or sometimes we think I think this part is important. We think that a certain limiting belief is attached to our identity. And if we give up the belief, it's like we're giving up a part of ourselves. So it's a little more complex than most people like to think. But going through the right exercises, you should be able to quiet the inner critic. That's one of the ways I do it. I could share a few more if you'd like.
Yeah, so to be really honest, I picture the inner critic, and I imagine that I literally remove it from my mind. But anyways, all right, so yeah, so I just remind myself that so there's no inner critic actually. So okay,
Oh.
and then yeah, so I should do that. And then, so that's why I gotta have conversations with people, so who have, yeah, with the like-minded people. So, anyways, so by the way, I want to talk about this, self-forgiveness. So, yeah, and then how do you help your clients to forgive themselves? But by the way, have you ever met any clients who feel guilty on something?
You know what? Actually, that is a topic that it really hasn't come up enough in my clients.
Um,
I think
uh-huh.
that many of them came to me before probably I learned um, the right way to forgive, but I have seen them feel guilty, but not so much about their past, but more about not doing enough in the present. which is something you can also forgive yourself about. Now I did develop a method that can help you deal with forgiveness. And would you like to tell me now? Now I ask the question.
Oh, yeah, sure,
What?
sure, sure. Yeah, I'd love to answer. Yeah.
So, what sort of forgiveness are you, thinking about? So, what is it that
Uh,
you want to let go?
mm, wow, that's a really meaningful question for me now because these days, exactly, I think like your clients, like I'm not doing enough. And then also, I wasted I wasted a lot of time doing unnecessary things. And then yeah, actually I was going through kind of a similar situation like you. So in the beginning of this year, I lost several $1,000s for marketing, and I didn't know anything about marketing. So and then, so I couldn't understand that. Like, okay, so I spent 1 month for working on this, but it's not like I didn't earn anything. But yeah, even though I worked on this, I lost several $1,000s. But yes, it was not really easy to accept, and I felt like I was quite stupid. So I couldn't do anything for a month, literally. But yeah, just having meals, yeah, and then just yeah, I did basic things, but I couldn't think of any new ideas. So yeah, and the feeling like I'm not enough, and the okay, so moreover, it's not really fine. It's not really not easy to find emotional support around May. Well, so I don't know your case. So yeah, I'm just talking my case. So in case of my friends, um, I don't know whether this is the same in Canada, but in Korea, so when people share their worries or concerns, the most common words people say is, "Oh, just shake it off. Yeah, forget about it." Yeah, it's really common. But well, I think it's not like soothing people, but I think maybe they just don't want to listen to. This is my guessing, yeah. And then family, um, yeah. So also even family members, yeah. So it's not really easy to give emotional support each other. Well, I don't know the deeper reason, but anyways. Okay, so I was a little bit sidetracked. Yeah, I fell into a rabbit hole. So this is
Oh, there's so much to unpack, but that
yeah.
what you shared with me is so relatable. Many of the experiences you shared are things that I have gone through,
Mhm.
and maybe I would like to address the one that I most recently overcome, which is forgiving yourself for all the time that you wasted. I think that's a really big one, and it comes down to a few things. One is that you have to sometimes detach yourself from being these how can I explain it, this self-improvement addict for maybe.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So here's the thing,
I'm not
you
alone. Yeah.
you have done so much
Mhm.
personal development work that your expectations of yourself are way too high.
Mhm.
So it's one of those paradoxes where, you know what, if I've done all this work and I'm supposedly so much awakened than other people, I can't allow myself to make these mistakes. To me, that's a big shift because it's almost like we dehumanize ourselves by saying, of course we know better. We read so many books and
Yeah.
we did so much inner work. How can we let ourselves that we are so good, so smart, and to do this, right? So I think the forgiveness comes from that. I mean, the guilt in part comes from that expectation. Because if you just were a person who's completely average or mediocre, you would just say, well, it's logical to make these kind of mistakes because I don't really matter, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's almost
so
like it's a paradox.
mm, mm. Oh, okay. So just suddenly I realized that um so I have a kind of a desire that I want to be special and that I want to be one of a kind. But when I just face my reality, it's not. So there's a big gap. So maybe that's why, yeah, so I'm frustrated sometimes. And yeah, but well, like you said, yeah, so I gotta practice forgiving myself. So,
There is two more points I wanted to add to this, which hopefully will help,
uh-huh.
and that is that we have we all have it has a lot to do actually with our one of our past topics, which was the definition of success.
Mm,
So basically, everyone in this world has advantages and disadvantages.
mm,
Everyone in this world is doing well in one area and terrible in some other areas. So the problem is that when we look at other people who appear to be more successful, we don't really pay attention at what's not working in their lives. Some people I've met people who are highly successful in their careers, very talented, very rich, even attractive physically, and they still feel like they are not good enough. So being good enough is something
unbelievable.
that nothing external will fix.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, literally.
It's
Wow.
true. It
Uh-huh.
would shock you, but it's the
Uh-huh.
truth.
Uh-huh.
And then, for instance, in my case, I said, well, yes, I made all these mistakes. I wasted so much time, but I know I am, after I got out from my worst, I knew I
Mhm.
was on the right track. I knew that personal development work is the thing that will always work, that will always move me forward. And more importantly, that it will make me happier in the present. So no ifs to my happiness. um, and then you just have to say, well, am I really being a good person? Like, am I treating myself fairly? Am I treating others fairly? Do I care about what I publish in your case? And views don't really matter. I mean, to me, if somebody gets a million views from doing something stupid or controversial, you are better than they are, in my view. Even if you get three
Thank
views.
you. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, so today, yeah, so let me share the thoughts I had today. So my mantra is focus on the good. So I thought to myself, okay, so I cannot control the number of views, but I'm having great conversations with great people and then learning from them a lot of things. And then yeah, so I feel truly happy and I'm energized. Yeah, so while I have conversations, yeah, so with my interviewees, and sometimes I get the answers from the interviews, like today. So,
Mhm.
and then, so I'm gonna focus on it. Mhm. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Sounds great.
So, yeah, so yeah, we should. So today's keyword is forgive myself, and then we gotta just remove the negative things like inner critics. So yeah, and we talked about success and oh yeah, so I love this question actually. So if you could go back and speak to your younger self, but actually this is the original question, but I want to tweak the question a little bit. Like
Oh,
what would you tell to your future clients who are going through the same thing you used to have. So, what do you want to tell them?
I think something really valuable for people who will look for my work, who are
Uh-huh.
high achievers.
Hmm.
I think what they really where the place where they need to start when they struggle is to find their discover or uncover their lifetime objectives. That's where I would start. And what a lifetime objective looks like, in my view, is that it's a goal that is not numbered, a
Mhm,
goal that you can work towards every single day, something that didn't come from the outer world. It's not something in our society or culture. It's not something, this is important too, it's not something that some expert told you is the path.
mhm,
Often experts go to the point of prescribing what you should want,
mhm,
but it's only your choice. Only
mhm,
you can choose that.
mhm. Yeah, so that's quite impressive. Like, what should I choose? That part, because sometimes we have desire, but sometimes it's not mine. So sometimes it's taught by the society, and then if I just don't recall that regularly, then yeah, so yeah, then I would criticize myself just to try to meet the criteria of the society. So,
Exactly.
uh,
And that's how you find meaning. And that's how we also put together the universal idea of success with the personal idea of success. That's how you combine the two together. Because now
so,
it's
uh,
your lifetime objectives, which is a universal, but you
mhm,
get to choose which ones they are. And
mhm.
what's really helpful about that not only is to have a north star, but also to know that your journey is unique, and the only realistic measure of your success is yourself.
So yeah, and then so feels like I can just I'll put the details on my dream, and then the thing is the most meaningful thing to me these days is creating. I mean creating content. But just one more detail is I want to create content to help people, and the reason why I'm focusing on build up stories because when I was going through a rough patch, I thought to myself like, oh, so is this only May? So I want to just reach out to the same tribe like May. I want to reach out to the people who are feeling in the same way like May. But I couldn't find at that time. Yeah, but yeah, so these days I'm exploring. So anyways, so these days what do you love to do the most?
Oh, so many things.
So many things. I know it's a really yeah, hard to answer question, but if you gotta pick one, then yeah, or one or two, then yeah, what would it be?
Well, yes,
Mm,
I have honestly, my most favorite habits are anything that is writing or speaking. Like if I accomplish those two on any given day, even if it's one paragraph, even if it's a
mm,
1 minute video,
mm.
that already gives me so much meaning. Like I find so much joy in doing those things.
Wow, then you would be you would love to being an interviewee because you love speaking.
I do.
Ah, wow. And then you know what? I love asking people questions because I'm genuinely curious about the people, like why uh they're working on something or why they're pursuing the specific things like that. And then actually it runs in my family because my grandpa he wrote books interviewing the people.
Mm.
So yeah, actually interviewing and yeah, just making interviewing podcast, it was my old dream. But I don't know why I don't I cannot figure that out what stopped me. But these days, yeah, so I'm kind of in a desperate situation because yeah, so I have a daughter and then yeah, so I'm not quite a breadwinner, but yeah, so now I have a daughter and a single mom. So someone said um to succeed is not an option for a single mom. Yeah, it's not an option, but yeah, gotta achieve that kind of. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, so you love writing and speaking, and then you're gonna release books. Oh, so
That's
looking
right.
forward to it. Yeah, all right.
You
And
see?
then so the oh, and yeah, so I should ask you this question. So about your dream.
Mm.
Yeah, and then let's get back to the moment. Yeah, this is heartbreaking, but yeah. So when you destroyed your dream board, vision board, yeah. So after that, have you made any new one? Have you made any new vision board?
Actually haven't, and I think
Oh,
that that is due.
oh,
And thank you for reminding me actually, because I haven't made a new one since then, and I think it's time I rewrite the story.
oh,
I don't
oh,
like something being my I don't like my last experience of anything is a terrible one.
oh,
So yes, I want to build a new one. I haven't done it.
oh, oh. And can I tell you a really strange story? And then,
Sure.
yeah. So the thing is, yeah, so I love thinking about the future, and then I love making vision board or dream board. So I have my students to create their own vision board. And so for me, I make my own vision board in several ways, such as writing future journal. So it's like I pretend I'm living in the future. So I write a journal like, oh, today was yeah, a great day because I made a deal with a new client, blah 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 like that. Or I got a silver button like that. This is too materialistic. Or I interviewed, um, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like that. Or I love writing too. So I write future journal or novel. I write stories, and then stories that I want to I want to make it happen. And then just one time I wrote a novel, and then I wrote some scenes, like thinking like, oh, for some writers, the things they write, they yeah, those happen in their lives. Yeah, so I just heard the story when the writers yeah, so create the stories. Sometimes it happens in their lives, and then within 2 weeks, it really happened in my life. 5 things from the story. Yeah, so yeah, it was
Oh,
so
I like
surprising.
it.
So yeah,
The future
and
journal idea is
uh,
great actually. It really
yeah,
puts you in that state of mind where you are
uh,
exactly living the life that you want.
yeah. So yeah, and speaking of vision board, yeah, so I'm gonna keep writing future journals. Actually, I stopped writing future journals for a while, but yeah, so I can start it again.
Hmm. Sounds good. Yes.
All right.
Uh,
So, oh, yeah.
yeah, one other thing I was thinking that I think would be helpful, it was is going back to the forgiveness. I think I could share with you some of those
Oh,
exercises that help you,
yeah, sure,
let go of the
please.
past, forgiving
Uh-huh.
yourself. I think you would really benefit from them. They started as exercises, but uh, a few weeks ago I started turning them into meditation audios.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will be really great. Yeah, I would love to share them with you.
Mm-hmm. Meditation, is it meditation video clip or?
It's an audio.
Oh, okay, yeah, please. Yeah. So, um, well, meditation is kind of on and off, yeah, for me because sometimes I do that and yeah, sometimes I just forget to do it. But yeah, I would be appreciate when you share it. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, I would like
Mhm.
that. I just finished recording the third one out of seven. and it is about forgiveness. So I think you can give it a go.
Mhm. Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. So the thing is, my plan is, so as I know, you're gonna start your business, in a couple of months.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
about
and
to launch. Yeah,
yeah, and are you gonna build your own website?
I am working on it, and it's a
Working
little
on it.
challenging. It's a
Okay.
little challenging, but I've already
Yeah,
started.
I know. Yeah.
And yeah, so I want to start with something very, very simple, very
Uh-huh.
low
Uh-huh.
technology,
Uh-huh.
at least to start.
Mhm.
The right, how can I say, driving traffic to it, because I know I'm getting
Mhm.
more views. Like it looks like people are seeing my content. It's not blowing up like crazy, but I must admit that since last month I'm getting more views than ever. So more comments.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah,
you know what? Speaking of meditation, so a friend of mine shared a video clip which is really inspiring. So I would share it. So so I would DM you the video clip
okay.
link. Yeah. So thank you so much. And then it's about midnight, and then yeah, I really appreciate joining me, and just let me know when you just to finish filling out your website. Then I can just to put it as a fixed comment under the YouTube video clip.
Oh,
So
that's really nice. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
of course. So I want to help you, like just yeah, yeah, especially the promotion. So yeah, so
Okay.
yeah,
You know what I'm thinking too? If you would like, we could do a session. Maybe if you're open to,
yeah.
do like a
Yeah, I'd love to.
yes,
I'd love to.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we can just I can invite you again, and then after launching your business, and then I can ask you other questions. So yeah, and that would be so great. Yeah. Thanks for your suggestion. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So by the way, so what's your plan after this?
I will be going to work.
Uh,
It's kind
oh,
of funny that I just actually made time. I took a little like morning off from work
uh-huh.
to make it to this,
Oh.
but don't mind me. I think it was a good decision. And when you
Oh,
said you had like difficulties with the schedule, I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna make it
uh-huh.
happen.
Yeah, let's make
So
it
I'm going to
happen.
work after this. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, have a great day, and then okay.